Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the LSU Tigers taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollitt and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On second down, looking to throw. Using the quick game. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Now on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On second down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he tacks on the extra point. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm.
Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. Got some room to run. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Georgia! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out a wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll give it to the back. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Oh, my, he just shanked that one. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Offense getting set for 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. On 1st down. Here comes this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the pass hits. Picked off. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Good defenses stop you from scoring. Great ones score themselves, and LSU has done that so well over the years.
Yeah, and it's about guys who are playmakers. It's about guys who can lock up on the outside, and LSU recruits them, they develop them, and so many guys you see at the highest level doing it, and this is why, because they come to LSU and become stars.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Finds a soft spot in the middle.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
He'll just keep slinging it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
LSU right back to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Sends it downfield. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll line up for a second down play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 35, LSU 7.
He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
That's caught. It's Hatchett. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Going for the big play. And he makes the catch at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 15, set to kick it away.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the handoff. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the foot.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Looking to throw, it's Dahl. Throws for the tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch past the sticks. At the 35, he's open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after touchdown. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wide out in motion. Going up top on first down. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Trying to find his man on first down. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Two running backs alongside the quarterback.
Here we go.
The aerial assault continues. Gets it out fast. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. LSU quick to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He makes the catch. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback, receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. One more snap coming before halftime. He wants to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to him again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Oh, he wants it all. And it's picked off at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. another look at this Bulldog offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Wants to throw. It's Dahl. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Going to the ground. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To throw, it's Dahl. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass?
Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened.
Got a lot of running room. Inside the 30. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
What a a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He's looking to throw it. He's got it on the move. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
LSU 35.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Georgia 56, LSU 35.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a man. It's Dahl. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense working from the pistol.
Black 24! Black 24!
He's looking for an open man on second down. He's got it down the middle. And he's wrestled to the ground.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The give to the back. That's a live ball. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of it.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock, but This offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his position.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd down coming up. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man quickly. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Off the play fake. They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Running for it on 4th down. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick.
Yeah, 4th and inches, midfield. Go ahead. Go for it. I love the play call by the head coach. Trust your offensive line to get some movement up front. Let's keep this drive going.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field.
Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving. Hard it. Hard it. Hard it.
They'll throw it on first down. He's right on target. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Unloads it left. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, even clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Line getting set on second down. Looking downfield, it's Dahl. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hatchett. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Open space at the 25. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap.
29 Philly.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they got him for the sack. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.